I'm at Dunn's Gymnastics. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Oh, wait. Because I'm a douchebag. That's why. Whistle. So, I follow a lot of people on Instagram and on Facebook and just self-help gurus because they do have a lot of great advice. Just not for me. I'm just like, all of what you're saying is right. It just doesn't apply to me because the cancer's running rampant, and that's the trick. The trick to having cancer is finding the eye in the center of the storm. If you can find that, then you're good. But with the constant tests and the scans, and then when the cancer does escape, you're getting radiation to the brain, to the bones. It's like whack-a-mole, and you gotta find the center of the storm. And getting back to the self-help thing, it's like, yeah, that makes sense, but what do you say to someone who has a terminal illness? Like, what advice could you possibly give them? I mean, ostensibly, it makes sense, doesn't it, to continue doing those things, hard work and perseverance, to have some goals. I get all that. I just feel like shit all the time. So I think this whole period in my life right now is just trying to figure out what is the answer, and then I just want to stick with that. Some things that I'm really thinking about is is something that Colleen said, is like, why can't we just be friends and just enjoy the time we have together? That's a great goal. To actually be friends, to have her go back to looking forward to coming home so she can talk about her day. I mean, what's wrong with that? Ooh, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Being there for my kids. Although it's funny because when I looked at leaving my job, that was a tough decision because I loved radio and I was really good at it. And, apparently being a dork can pay sometimes. But I just to show you like how fatigued I was, I made the choice to be a dad. And even if I had the energy, I would still make that same choice because I just feel like that's more important. But it's like, I always imagine, my kids would grow up with a cool radio dad. It's like, and that's not the case. They're growing up with a cancer dad. And even though I've tried to make it completely normal, it's like, how do you make it normal when you have teenagers coming to age where they're smart? You can't just say stuff. It's like, yeah, I got radiation in my brain last week, and this week I'm gonna get radiation in my arm. Not a big deal. They know. And I don't want to be tired and all these things, but I am, and I'm trying to find the answer. What's the answer? Is the answer 89? Is it 2 divided? What is it? So that's where I'm at right now, besides being at Dunn's. For a couple hours. Oh, forgot I brought like a little tiny bit of weed because I was gonna just take it immediately. I was just gonna get high just for like an hour, and I still have like 3 hours here. So, what time is it now? It's probably too late. That's another thing I was just testing. It's just marijuana really changes my mood. I go from being it takes the edge off. But I'm thinking the cons are productivity, and I don't know if this is a con or not, but like my aggressiveness goes way down. I'm not like and I'm more I think I'm more inclined to find the answer in that realm because I'm just after I take a hit, I'm just laid back. I'm just able to process things, but I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. I've only tried it like for one day, and I'm looking at the pros and the cons. And the pros are I basically I feel like it shows me what's important. Your family, your friends. It's like that's important. But it is my life's goal now just to show my kids how to die? Because if so, that sucks for me. Like what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the guy in the movie that dies and says, "Go on without me." No, I want to be that person listening to that guy saying, "Go on without me." But I didn't deal the cards, so that's it. That's all I got. I might post this. Like I said, this is for my kids, obviously. Um, just, I'm in the dark in a car, All I'm missing is a couple hookers and some cocaine.